poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another Doctor Who series review. Today we're taking a look at 2005 all the way to 2022 sort of wave of Doctor, and today we're taking a look at the 11th Doctor in his first season on the air, which is season 5. So it starts off with him meeting Amy Pond, my second favourite sidekick of all time in Doctor Who. She is an absolute badass, and she is played by Karen Gillian, who also plays Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. So we went on to big and better things from Doctor Who, and I'm going to be honest, we go from meeting her to taking out the Daleks in like World War One, World War Two, and then we have the mid-season double bill, which is fucking Weeping Angels, and it is the first time we meet what's she called again? We meet Amy Pond's daughter, uh, River Song. So that's really cool because it continues the story, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even fucking twig that it was River Song. So that's great. I've only just realized that now. We then go to fighting vampires, Amy Pond getting a choice, and having a fake memory. Go and see Vincent van Gogh, another double bill of lizard people. For whatever reason, we fucking get James Corden in here, and then a double bill of Pandora's Box again, and having Rory stand outside Pandora's Box because Amy is trapped inside, waiting for it to open, and Rory the Roman is stood outside it like an absolute fucking legend because he loves her, so he's going to stand there forever, which is a beautiful, beautiful sort of message. I'm going to be honest. This doctor started off by eating custard and fish fingers. That's the first thing he did when coming into this time period, coming into this time frame. And Matt Smith brought this whole sort of David Tennant-esque style of Doctor to a whole new level. You see how quippy, how quirky he is, and I think he does it a little bit better than David Tennant. He brings his own twist to it, and he is my personal favorite Doctor. I think he is the underdog. I think too many people hate on him, and I think too many people stopped watching Doctor Who past David Tennant because they just watched it for David Tennant. I think this guy is very under-recognized as a Doctor, and I'm going to be honest, he's the last Doctor that I watched. I did the David Tennant thing when this guy came on. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. I stopped watching this because of Weeping Angels. I'm gonna be honest. So, Flesh and Stone, episode 5, is all about Weeping Angels, and so is number 4 of Time of the Angels. Weeping Angels fucking terrify me. I talked about this in a couple of, other videos, before, in my Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach playthrough, and also some of my other Doctor Who series reviews, and they fucking terrify me. I hate Weeping Angels. I just cannot deal. I've had so many nightmares, and Resident Evil have it, and like Five Nights at Freddy's have it, and a couple of other games have it as well, and it is such a terrifying trope when shit moves when you don't look at it. I fucking hate that, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the dreams and the nightmares in my animated story times when they do eventually come out, because, I'm learning to animate, so don't expect them for, like, another couple of months, another couple, maybe even later next year. Like, it's coming down the pipeline, it's being planned out, so just bear with, okay? Setting up for future things. But it's fucking terrifying, and they have Amy Pond sort of cornered, and it's very tense, it's very insane, and I don't get how River Song was time traveling like this, but that gets all solved in later times. But Amy Pond is such a good side character. She is a lot more involved with the story than the other side characters, and is a lot more pushy compared to the other side characters. She seems to have her own sort of unique episodes. She has her sort of carrying some of the episodes, which I don't think any of the other side characters have managed to do. And I feel like she's very story centric, like I said, with her being important for Pandora's Box, and also her getting her own choice, and her being the main target, the Weeping Angels. She's important to the story. She's important for so many different reasons, and that's why I think I like her more than some of the other side characters, because she has a more story-driven character, and she is very much involved and has her life intertwined with the Doctor. We also have the Doctor almost die in number two. I will admit that as well. Doctor almost fucking ends up KO'd in number two with these lifts and these sort of phantom robot creatures which decide your fate. Uh, Also very creepy and quite scary. And that's what I like. This Doctor Who season, again, it balances scary with comedy, and it also balances having a good story with some good action. The prosthetics and the makeup fucking skyrocket this season with the whole lizard people, and obviously the props with the Roman Empire and the sort of vampire fangs all fucking skyrocket with like budget and shit. I fucking love it. And the crack in the first one was so fucking confusing when I was younger. But going back and watching it, I understand it a lot better now, and it makes for such an incredible story. I have a much greater appreciation for episode one. He also made me try custard and fish fingers. It's fucking banging, by the way. You should try it. It is actually banging. I'm not sure if I've done a food review on it, but if I haven't, I will do because it's fucking banging. It's actually great, and it should be tried. It seems disgusting and weird at first glance, but don't knock it till you try it. It's fucking pang. Ugh. I haven't used that word in a while. Ew, gross, dirty. Ugh. Forget I said that. Forget I said that. It's fire. It's fire. There we go. That's a word more used with the times. But again, this didn't come out till like 2010, 2011. So I was pretty aged up at this point. I believe I was like 10, 11 at this point, and still enjoying Doctor Who thoroughly. Again, getting one season per year, and the Christmas Carol story was shit. I really didn't like this Christmas episode. I didn't think it was a too good one. It was like cities moving over each other and getting to the other side of like it was basically like a Lion Witch in the Wardrobe type thing going on, and I didn't enjoy it. But again, it just further amplified the story that the Doctor Who was trying to tell, and it gave a lot better characters and a lot better involvement to the story with these side characters, especially with Rory. Rory was really interesting because the amount of times he died and returned, and that's really hard to do, and it starts to involve a mystery with seeing this character throughout all the other seasons with Rory repeatedly dying, Amy being very story centric, and then seeing I forgot her name. The next sidekick after Amy Pond, starting to see her repeatedly throughout time and space, and that starts all in this first season. So it is again, it's setting up for future plot development, future plot points, and I think it is a really good setup. It's a really strong season. It's not as good as the last one. Again, it's getting used to a new Doctor, a bunch of new side characters, and it just feels like an absolute renewal of Doctor Who, and that's why I feel like it feels a lot fresher. It's a lot better, and it's like a newer take on Doctor Who. Again, as I said, every Doctor has their own personality, has their own traits, has their own sort of quirks, pros, cons, and brings their own personality to the Doctor. And the bow tie is first introduced here, and the fez is also first introduced here. Two absolutely iconic items from this Doctor have been brought into fruition, have been brought into the season. Absolutely beautiful story writing, beautiful set design, beautiful character arcs, and again, each episode other than the like double whammy, the double specials, which this season has like three of them, which seems to be like the new trend from now on. We have the sidekick centric episode, we have the double whammies, again, three per season now. Again, there is a lot of content here, 14 episodes, all at around 40 minutes each, so you can easily watch it in a day. It's going to take up most of your day, but you can do it. It is possible, it is feasible, just like I have. I've been watching a season a day, and I've been getting on strong. I've been doing so well, and one of them almost killed me. So go check out the other season reviews of Doctor Who that I've just done or that I'm going to do, because the Doctor Who is a big part of my childhood, and all of you say that I sound American, and I'm proving that I am British by doing a British TV show, Doctor Who, one of the best TV shows to come out of Britain and the UK. And this is one of my personal favourites. Again, it's not good, like it's not the best one that I've seen, but it is a personal favorite, very close to my childhood, very nostalgic, very iconic, and it is just very well story setup. It's a really hooking setup. It grabs you, it lures you in, and it gets you interested in all these characters. And it sort of builds up the mystery with who River Song is. Why is she sort of appearing in all these different time periods? It also builds up the mystery of like why Rory keeps dying, and it sets up for the next sidekick to come through and be part of the Doctor's story. And it also builds this nice connection that Amy Pond and the Doctor have this very nice platonic relationship that they have, which will inevitably cause his downfall in future seasons. And it's very, very exciting. And I cannot wait to talk about the next couple of seasons because I watched them like for the first time last year. And I'm going back into watching them now just to do a review on them, and I'm so excited because I just fucking know how good they are. So, other than that, this season, it's a 9 out of 10. It, I'm not putting it as high as the last one, but it is still really solid. And again, I do feel like if you do want to start watching Doctor Who, you should really start at season 4 and 5. Those two are a really good starting point to continue from. And it's just when serialization of Doctor Who starts to come into play. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Do 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 do.